Hey guys, what is going on and welcome to another Fortnite OG video here on the channel, where today, as you can see, there's been a big update to Fortnite OG Season 6 as we move into the B side of the season. So we now have the heavy assault rifle here for your precise aim and big damage. We have higher rarities for the pump shotgun, so the epic and legendary special versions. We have Dynamite, we have mounted turrets, we have Quadcrashers, and they have now vaulted the semi-auto sniper, guided missile, and dual pistols, which is kind of sad. But anyway, let's take a little look. First things first, we do have our week 4 quests now available, and again, same structure as previous weeks. Our 5 eliminations this week is with pistols. Your 750 damage to players is with the thermal scoped assault rifle or bolt action sniper. Your search 10 chests is at Leaky Lake or Wailing Woods. And finally, your miscellaneous quest is to search 15 chests outside of named locations. Now, it goes without saying that the deal damage to players quests that you have every week will not work on cube monsters. So we do now have NPC characters in OG thanks to the cube. However, they will not count for your weekly quests. Now, the other purpose of this video is the greatest hits quests brought to us by Dire. These are your B-side quests for 10,000 XP each, 10 of them for 100,000 XP total. Show a little mercy, make it quick. Hitting headshots with a heavy assault rifle shouldn't be too hard. Track down some munitions by searching containers at Shifty Shafts or Salty Springs. Again, is not too hard. Land a trick of 5,000 points or more on a Quadcrasher, perfect chance for a little howl too. Shouldn't be that hard. Break 'em, crack 5 player shields, really quite an easy quest. The Eye of Time is upon a soldier. Visit 3 different corrupted areas. Shouldn't be too hard, you just might not get it done in one game. Blow it sky high, destroy 10 structures with dynamite is quite easy. If you find the dynamite, that should be quite easy to do in general. Then reach max ammo for 3 different weapon types. Collect enough for the whole pack. Really is not a massively difficult quest. It just might take you a few attempts. Then deal 200 damage to players under 10 meters with the pump shotgun. This one is probably one of the harder ones. That close you can smell the fear on them. I mean, 200 under 10 meters is not the easiest. It probably will not be a 1 game job unless you get lucky. So you never know. Then let the shots fall like rain. Fire 50 shots from a mounted turret is quite an easy quest if you can find the mounted turrets. And then finally, gather a true hunter's horde. Collect 10 items of rare or better rarity. Again, shouldn't be too difficult to do. But all in all, your B-side quests are really easy this time. None of them are particularly technical, none of them particularly require you to do something that you might not normally do. If anything, you will get 8 out of 10 of those done passively just by playing the game. But without further ado, we're going to head into a game and see if we can get some of those done. And we're also going to take a little look at the cube as Fortnite OG progresses and the cube starts cracking, ready for the butterfly event in a few weeks' time. So first things first, when spawning in, obviously you do have the OG Fortnite Battle Bus. There is also the crashed one on the map just north of Leaky Lake. But let's come down and take a look at the cube island and how broken the actual cube is starting to get already. So those of you that played back in the OG days, back in this sort of season, this is when, honestly, Fortnite's whole story and stuff started really kicking into overdrive for me. You'll notice that the cube did break. Now, a lot of people feel like this happened quite quickly. It didn't. This was a very gradual over time kind of thing. But you'll notice already that here in OG, that cube is starting to crack quite quickly. I would like to point out though that the amount of damage that you are seeing here is roughly 4 days worth of damage, if not 5. So this hasn't just happened overnight, and the thing is if you check it day to day today, you might not necessarily notice that it is happening until you start comparing days apart. But I can promise you that every day those cracks are slowly getting more. It's not even necessarily a daily thing, it is literally just the more time that passes, the more it cracks. Someone has made a progress bar that you can find on online. I believe it's FMBRW Cube Watch. But you can go online, you can check the progress of this cube cracking. But all in all, it is cracking quite quickly. But it's just that it's slow enough to not notice. So now that you've watched this video, hopefully you are more aware of this fact that, yeah, the cube is there, it is cracking. And that cracking is obviously going to lead to the cube starting to lose its colour, the cube then dropping its little pods into the whirlpool beneath it, which obviously eventually leads to the butterfly event, which wraps up Season 6 and heads us into like the sort of epilogue of the season before Season 7 releases. So, I have Dynamite. I'm going to try and use it to see if I can get some structures destroyed. Hopefully I can. Hopefully it counts. Apparently not. Kind of annoying that didn't count properly. Let's see if we can drop another one there. Oh, it definitely doesn't want to count those as every structure. Okay. It's kind of annoying that they're doing that, but I can't be mad because the the search tests outside of named locations from this week's weeklies also seems to be a little bit broken, as for some reason it's actually giving me every single chest I've opened when I've only been in Leaky Lake. But let's skip forward a little bit and go and check out the cube monsters, go and check out the corrupted areas, because there is still something there that doesn't match the original version of Season 6. And this is the reason why people believe that the red cube Revan is not yet fully gone. I mean, I would 100% agree. I do not think that we have seen the last of the red cube, but where it might return, that is the true question. Will it return before the event, or is it more that it's there for an influence kind of thing? It's hard to say. And I also would like to clarify, I've just managed to somehow complete the quest that I thought would be quite a tough one. So I said I thought it would be quite difficult for us to do the pump shotgun damage under 10 meters. Find a bot, and it suddenly becomes a lot easier for you. But anyway, let's head over to the corrupted areas. So folks, over here obviously you will see the cube monster spawners. You can still do the old tactic of just walk around it in a circle, pickaxing it to kill the spawner, but it doesn't kill the monsters if you do it that way, so do keep that in mind. And also keep in mind that you might get unlucky like I did there and get killed by someone who's watching. But let's head back down there, because I didn't get to show you the key thing that I want to show you in these locations. So folks, naturally, the main thing that people know of to do with the red cube is the red cube stones, the Havoc stones. But that is not actually the key thing that I'm on about when I'm talking about what is unusual with these places. It was that red shimmer that I've just shown you that was floating in midair, where all of a sudden there seems to be red rifts forming, and this has sort of been here for the whole of Season 6, and there's a few of them dotted around every single one of these corrupted areas, which is odd, because there weren't really purple ones of these in the original Season 6. This is a complete anachronism. These shouldn't be here. So what exactly does that mean? We don't yet know, because these little rift haze clouds, yeah, that's what I'm calling them now, they were there in last season when the rift started rifting different POIs away, such as the Tomato Temple Head. And that's unusual because they shouldn't be red. The cube's back to purple, the cube monsters are purple, corrupted areas are purple, the runes were purple this season. So have Epic retconned the red cube? I don't think they have. And that's where I think this gets a little bit more open to interpretation. It does sort of come down to a point of, this is now however you look at it. But the way I look at it is, there is still a lot of evidence for the red cube. There are still the red Havoc zones. We still have the red rifts forming in. Honestly, it's a curious one. I wouldn't be surprised if it means that Epic are bringing back the red cube, but bringing it back how? In fact, there's yet another example of one right here, just so that I can show you I'm not imagining these. They are at all of the places. All of the corrupted areas have multiple of these red rifts forming. So, all in all, what exactly could they be bringing in? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Anyway, what we are going to now try and do to end the video off is see if we can find either a heavy assault rifle or a Quadcrasher. Both of which seem to be rather elusive. I've heard a few people saying the Quadcrashers are not spawning in the same sorts of places that they originally did, which is a bit of a shame, but we'll see if we can find some. I have just noticed though that we have got a mounted turret, so we can always use that, so I can show you just how easy it is to actually fire off 50 shots in a mounted turret. We'll put one up on the terrace here. And it doesn't appear to have worked properly. Let's try and get in this turret. So guys, you can see here I'm just shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting. And by the time I actually overheat, I've already done the 50 shots. So, honestly, quite a nice and easy quest to get done. As is the dynamite once you find it. It just seems to take more dynamite use than it probably should. But anyway, let's see if we can find ourselves a Quadcrasher or heavy assault rifle to end the video. So folks, I have remembered the most obvious location to find Quadcrashers, which is Greasy Grove, the little store here. It does appear to only have 3. I swear there used to be more here. But yeah, you can certainly come down here and find them available lying around. The problem now is to try and get 5,000 points in a successful landing, because they've really made the gravity quite janky, so a lot of people complained about these not flying the same way they used to. So Epic have sort of tinkered with them, and the way they've tinkered with them actually makes them a lot harder to land now. But we'll see if we can nail it. Apparently, we cannot. Thing is 5,000 points for the Quadcrasher is actually quite easy to get. It is just the landing more than anything. Because if you land just ever so slightly too hard, then you're not going to get it. If you land at a bit of an angle, you're not going to get it. But it is definitely achievable. There you go, just nailed it. So that is that quest. The only thing I've not really been able to show you guys is the heavy assault rifle, which is kind of annoying, but if I remember rightly, it's only in epic and legendary variants at the moment, so like, kind of makes sense that I would struggle to find it. But all in all, that is where we're going to end the video anyway, because I don't want it getting too long for you guys. We'll end the video there. It's a beautiful headshot to finish, but let me know what you guys think of OG Season 6 down below in the comments. I know we're rapidly gearing up towards, obviously, the Butterfly event and OG Season 7 in this mode. Don't forget, OG Season 6 has been extended by a week and a half and will now end on December 11th after the Chapter 7 launch, because I think Epic just have realised they really don't want to update 4 or 5 game modes all on the same day, which is understandable. So OG Season 7 is now coming December 11th, meaning the Butterfly event is probably going to be around the middle of November, maybe even the 3rd week, so I would expect it somewhere around the sort of 15th to the 25th of November. But obviously, when information about that comes out, I will do video on it, because I'm aware not everyone got to witness the original version, so some people might want to witness the Redux just as much as people might want to visit the Simpsons event this weekend coming. But with all that in mind, guys, that's where we're going to wrap the video up for today. So I hope you found the video informative, enjoyable and fun to watch as always. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, like I say, and I'll see you all in the next one.